Listen up, because I won't say this twice. This machete is the closest thing you've got to a Swiss Army knife in a world where convenience is a word people don't remember. It's not just a blade, it's your path clearer, your harvester, your last line of defense when everything else fails. You want to survive out here? You learn to use this right. Look at it. 12 to 18 inches of sharp steel, long enough to hack through brush, short enough to control. The handle better be sturdy, ergonomic. None of that flimsy plastic junk that'll slip when your hands are sweaty. A good machete feels like an extension of your arm. A bad one? It'll bend, break, or worse, turn on you mid-swing. You use this for everything. Clearing a trail through overgrowth, one controlled swing and the vines part like they're afraid of you. Harvesting wild edibles, slice through stalks clean, no crushing. Need firewood? Baton it through small logs like a hatchet. Building shelter? Chop saplings, strip bark, cut cordage. And if some desperate fool thinks he's taking what's yours, let's just say a machete is a lot more persuasive than a polite conversation. Here's how you use it. Grip it firm, but not so tight your hand cramps. Stance matters. Feet shoulder width, knees bent. You're not windmilling like some rookie. Controlled swings. Let the blade do the work. Hacking at an angle for brush, straight down for wood. And if you're batoning, make sure your target's stable. A glancing blow off a log is how you lose fingers. I remember last summer, raiders burning out a settlement 2 valleys over. We had to move fast, cut through a mile of thicket to get to high ground. This machete carved us a path while they were still stumbling through the undergrowth. Another time, it turned a downed deer into dinner before the flies could find it. Out here, a machete replaces a saw, an axe, sometimes even a knife. It's fast, efficient, and it doesn't run out of batteries. But here's the thing, it's not a toy. Reckless swings get you hurt. A dull blade gets you dead. You keep it sharp, you respect its weight, and you never, ever swing it like you're angry at the world. A machete is only as good as the person wielding it. Treat it with respect, and it'll keep you alive. Treat it like a plaything, and it'll cut you down before the world does. Now, who's ready to learn how to clear a path without losing a toe? Or are you all just planning to let the jungle swallow you whole? Listen up, because I'm only saying this once. This axe is the difference between freezing to death and keeping warm, between sleeping under the stars and having a roof over your head. It's not just a tool, it's your lifeline when the power's gone and the world's turned against you. Look at it. The blade sharp has to be. A dull axe is worse than no axe at all. The head's balanced, not too heavy, not too light. You want something that'll bite deep but won't wear you out after 10 swings. And the haft, solid wood, no cracks, no splinters. A cheap axe'll snap the first time you put real force into it. A good one, it'll outlast you if you treat it right. You use this for everything. Felling a tree, aim your cuts. Don't just hack at it like a madman. You want a notch on the side it's going to fall, then a clean back cut. Splitting logs, let the weight of the head do the work. Swing smooth, hit true, and the wood'll split like it's begging for it. Need to carve a beam for a shelter? An axe'll do it if you got the patience. And if some desperate bastard comes at you, well, let's just say an axe is a lot more persuasive than a polite conversation. Here's how you use it. Grip it firm, but not so tight your hands go numb. Stance matters. Feet shoulder width, knees bent. You're not swinging for the fences. You're aiming. Let the axe do the work. And for God's sake, watch your angles. A glancing blow will send that head flying right back at you. I've seen men lose teeth, break jaws, even get killed because they didn't respect the swing. I remember the winter of '24. Snow came early, and we were low on firewood. Spent 3 days felling and splitting with this axe. Stacked enough wood to keep the fire burning all season. The idiots who tried to break logs with rocks,
They froze before Christmas. Out here, an axe turns trees into shelter, logs into heat, and raw timber into tools. It's the difference between life and death. But here's the thing, it's not forgiving. You swing wrong, you'll hurt yourself. You let it get dull, you'll work twice as hard for half the result. An axe is a tool, not a toy. You respect it, it'll keep you alive. You don't, it'll teach you that lesson the hard way. Now, who's ready to learn how to split a log without losing a foot? Or are you all just planning to shiver in the dark? Listen up, because I won't repeat myself. This hatchet is the one tool you don't leave behind. It's small enough to carry all day, sharp enough to do real work, and mean enough to keep you alive when nothing else will. You want to survive out here? You learn to use this right. Look at it. The blade sharp, has to be. A dull hatchet is just a hammer with bad intentions. The head's balanced, not too heavy, not too light. You want something that'll bite deep but won't wear you out after 10 swings. And the haft better be solid, wood, fiberglass, metal, I don't care, as long as it doesn't snap when you're swinging for your life. You use this for everything. Need kindling? One good chop and you've got a pile ready to burn. Carving a snare? It'll shape the wood fine enough to catch dinner. Processing a rabbit? Clean cuts, no waste. Building shelter? It'll notch poles, split stakes, and shave bark like it's nothing. And if some fool think he's taking what's yours, let's just say a hatchet in the right hands is a real persuasive argument. Here's how you use it. Grip it firm, but not choke it. Your thumb goes along the spine for control. Swing from the elbow, not the shoulder. This isn't a full-size axe. You're aiming, not hacking. And if you're batoning, using it like a knife with a mallet, make sure your target's stable. Slip once and you're bleeding. I remember last spring, caught in a downpour with nothing but damp wood and this hatchet. Chopped enough kindling to get a fire roaring while the rest of my group shivered. Another time, carved a set of snares that fed us for a week. And yeah, it's ended a fight or two when words weren't enough. Out here, a hatchet turns sticks into shelter, logs into heat, and raw materials into tools. It's light, it's fast, and it doesn't quit. But here's the thing. It's not forgiving. You get careless, you'll lose a finger. You let it get dull, you'll work twice as hard for half the result. A hatchet's small, but it's not a toy. You treat it like one, and you'll learn real quick why we don't have any hospitals anymore. Now, who's ready to learn how to carve without slicing open their thumb? Or are you all just planning to shiver in the dark?